This is the book Vision for Doing, which appears on your reading list. It is in electronic form. I wanted just to give you a few pointers where to look when you are going to be discussing this in your group. This book was actually published in 1992. So some of the ideas were actually well before their time, and some of the information is maybe not just as correct as it would be if it was written now. And I'm thinking there particularly when they talk about cerebral visual impairment. However, I would still like you to have a look at it. It's got many points that are still relevant. First area that I would like you to look at first of all is here on, starts on page 39 I think, so let me just flip back a page here, and it's at this part here, option 3, strategy to be adopted. So if you could read this and also the next page, which is page 40, and it's talking about the different sort of tiers of awareness and understanding of what the child is looking at and doing. And then again, right on to page 43, where we've got this very nice little chart here in the bottom corner. And for those of you who work with children who've got visual impairment and complex additional needs, this may be a little bit familiar to you. So once you have read that, I'd then like you to move on and look at some of the other sections here. And I'm just going to flick through the pages. So you're going to start off in section 4, learner's response to sound. Here's the checklist, which can be photocopied. I'd like to sort of know a little bit what you think about that. You can read the next page as well, which is the aims of section 4. Then move on to section 5, the learner's sense of touch. This is the checklist that you can use, and then on to the next page. Then section 6 about sense of smell, and the next section is about assessing vision. So if you move on, and we want section 9, we want responses to light. Let me just find that. I think actually it's right at the back. So I think if you go to section 12. So section 9 actually gives lots of information on this. Let's move over. So here we are, responding to objects moving horizontally, vertically, and then moving in a circle as well. And there's information in this book on how you can do these things. And then this is visual fields in section 13. Have a look at that. So upper and lower as well. And then responds to different sizes as well. And then we also want to look at that's the sizes. At the back, we've got response to people as well. Some information there about that. About the mobility of the learner is section 17. Of course, that may not apply to all learners, because not all of them may be independently mobile, but some may be. And then finally, we have a summary, section 18, which is on page 229 of the printed book. And I'd like you in your groups to discuss all of these sections. It doesn't necessarily have to be how you do each section, but do you think that these are all the correct things that they're being looked at here? Do you think that there are things that are missing? And what improvements do you think you would make if you were going to be using this? And indeed, would you use it, or do you think that it's no longer appropriate?